Hello, welcome to JC Street Customs, the do-it-yourself channel for custom street bikes. Hello, and welcome back to JC Street Customs. In this episode, we're going to be crimping terminals to repair this broken fuse box on this motorcycle harness. So, let's get to it. Alright everybody, welcome back to JC Street Customs. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to do the crimping of the wires for our fuse box. So I wanted to show you how to get. We got the fuse box. We've already we've got it, and then the socket contacts, the terminal connections for the crimps. Those are going to be right here. So these are the crimping terminals. These crimping terminals, you're going to need a crimping tool to crimp these. So, just real quick and easy, what we can do is just go, well, let's just say these are ATM SKT, right? Mini fuse socket contact. We'll just copy that. Alright, 10.4. So now we're just going to go to, let's just say, another one. Google Gemini, right? AI, right? This is much easier. What crimping tool do you need for a ATM SKT mini fuse socket contact, right? And what does Google Gemini recommend? Yep, these are the ones that I got. CATM SKT1, SKT2, 1614 AWG, and 2018 AWG. So there's a high quality one, Sargent 1028 CT. You can get these, or let's see, budget options. IWES. These are common forward ratcheting crimpers. This is suitable. So ask it, where can I buy these? Where can I purchase them? And see how much this Sargent 1028 CT is. Tech Tool Supply, Monkey Fabrication, Japan figure. I don't know what these are, but I'm just giving you examples. So there's one right there, 36 bucks. Tech Tool Supply. Now this is not as good as the one that I'm using. I'm telling you right now, because I already have one. I have one that looks exactly like this, and you can see it in my video. So let me see what else we got here. Oh, there's another one. That one's not too bad. 32 bucks. So let's see. Show me a ratcheting. Show me a ratcheting crimper. Oh, that one's. Looks like that one's the one that you can get. So you can just go to Amazon too, and get the ones you need. I like mine because it's much thicker. There's Nipex is the best, but I'm telling you, it's a lot more expensive there. See, and that's what Euro dollars, 263. So that's like, that thing's expensive, but it is just like mine. Look at that. Mine I bought it on Amazon for like 40 bucks. So, yeah, this is exactly like mine. but I ain't paying that much for. So that's what I'm going to show you on how to find the crimper for your terminals. And you can do this with any terminals, right? So, um, all right, on to the next part. Let's get to the crimping. The right crimping tool for these terminal connections. I'm going to show you how to crimp it now. So first thing that you're going to want to do, because we know that this, first of all, we know that this is the extra wire that I'm adding so that I can add another mod to my bike in the build. So I'm going to add this another terminal. So when you buy these, you know, you'll get the ones that I got from Corsa Technic. I bought extra like these ATM SKT ones. I bought extras, so because you know you're gonna mess up. So you might not, but I did. So I know I'm gonna mess up on one. So that way I'm gonna on the next one I'll get it right. So first thing we want to do, and I'll get right to it here. We want to splice your wire. You want to splice your wire too deep, right? So we'll take this one, and these just you can break them off. It helps if you have a pair of pliers, which I'll just get here in a second. We definitely don't want, if you can see, it's hard to see because they're teeny. It's got a sharp edge on there. You want to cut those off. You take a pair of wire cutters. Just snip that little piece off there so it's not so nasty. It'll stick you. Okay. So you don't want to strip off too much wire. If you can see the prongs, the prong has two sets. So the first set of prongs are to crimp and hold the wire where the insulation is down, and then the second one is to hold the actual wire down. So you get these, and you don't need it that long, right? So I'm only going to need it to be stripped about a little bit, like about 1/8 of an inch. You see how small it is? You don't need that much. You don't want to strip it all the way back to here, because then you've got exposed wire, right? You want to make it look good, so you only want like 1/8 of an inch. So just, I always go too much, but that was a little too less that time. Let's see, that's not too bad. Yeah. So perfect. You get that stripped. Next, you want to take your piece. As you can see, these have, it's hard to see, but it has writing 0.5, 1 to 1.5, and then 2.5, and then 4 to 6. So these are the size millimeter, right? So what we want for these, the smallest size, 20 to 22 AWG wire. You want the 1.5. So we're gonna get this set up and put into I believe is a 1.5. These are ratcheting, meaning once you ratchet down, it stays. And once you started, you got to finish. You keep follow through, because you can't just take it out. You got to press it all the way. Once you press it all the way, then it releases. So you can see, and it's got two separate, right? See, this side is this side, this side, this side. This side is the wider side for the end, and that one's, the middle is for the middle part. As you can see, get this set in here like this. I'm in the 1.5, right? And so now it's holding it. Okay. Insert it in. Make sure that the insulation is just inside. Right? Ratchet it down, ratchet it down. Go all the way. So boom. That's crimped. Now look. That's a pretty nice connection. Right? That looks OE. Alright. So now we got that is crimped. Okay, so part 2 of the fuse box. We have after I'm showing you how to figure out where each wire has to go, because you have to go to the schematic. So each wire has to go to a certain spot, and then by placing these other wires in certain spots in this box, then the fuse is going to complete that circuit. So we've got to make sure that we're in the right spots. Now this is the old one, so I can clearly see that if you look at these ones, it's the same, but it had this side was all already here, so I know what these are. The brown wire is going to be, this is a jumper, a bus, and then the other wires are going to make the connection. It only takes one wire to make this connection, but because this is a three bus, I only have a 2 bus, so I had to install an extra wire and I just ran it down the line and then soldered in a extra wire to make up for the missing terminal. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this cut this off. So the new one's going to go on, okay? So we'll do that first. I'll cut this off. Boom. Alright, so now it's kind of facing towards us. We're going to go to the 2 bus. So bus bar. Okay. So, and it looks like I got to trim these edges a little more. They don't trim them for you, it looks like. So I need looks like maybe scotch more. Alright, that looks good. I can deal with that. We'll cut this side. Maybe easier. That. Okay, so this 2 bus terminal, we got it cut and ready. So we're gonna, this is our main feed here. We're gonna just go ahead and look and see how far. We get 3/8 of an inch or so. We'll go a quarter. That's about a quarter right there. Quarter of an inch. So
And this is going to be, this is a 1416 AWG. So it's going to be on this big one here. If these things are a little tight, just pinch them a little bit. Make them a little bit smaller. Remember, I have an extra one in case I mess up. They're just about flush there. Right, so it's in place. The bad thing is it's the other way, so really kind of got to do it upside down because the wires are if I crimp it that way, then I got to twist it to put it in, and which is you can do, but it's just better to not. So we're gonna run this thing all the way up here like that. You want it in there about 1/8 of an inch. And these things are not that easy, so it takes a little muscle. Grip it down hard. Like that. And let's look. It's pretty damn good. I would have liked it a little bit better. What we can do is a little bit better, a little bit tighter. We can put it like in a different one. And that's gonna get a little bit tighter. You know what I'm saying? So you can see it curling in a little bit. And this has a release, so you can let go. You don't have to go all the way, which is nice. Some of them don't. So that's pretty good. I like it. So that's ready. We got that one ready. So this one needs, this is a 22 AWG. So get this one cut. It's toast. It's no good. You know, the more you do it, the better you are at it. Like that. I got pliers this time. A little bit easier. Like that, boom. And it actually came off way better, way cleaner. You don't have to clean it up. Alright, so again, this one's 22 AWG, so then it's going to be smaller. So run this up on the 1.5. You can see it's on 1.5. You're going to get the insulation in there so it grabs on. That's pretty good. Pretty nice. That's what's nice about this stuff. This stuff is quality. If you go buy stuff at AutoZone, O'Reilly, that stuff, it's all junk. I mean, it works, but it just is, the difference is night and day. And you know, it's fine. It works. It's cheap. This stuff is actually pretty cheap. It's actually way cheaper. It's actually a lot cheaper. So, all right. So now I only have is these two left. Let's get that one good. Oh no, I got these two. We're gonna and continue these crimped. Not bad. I'll take it. And so it takes a little work. Nothing is easy. You want something nice, it takes work. Right. I like that. I know it's not going in. Why not? Alright. Looks nice. Like that one. One more to go here. So, at least on this end, and we gotta get, there's actually two more to go. We get these ones done. Let me get these ones done and then I'll bring you back. Alright. Alright, so now that I've shown you how to crimp new terminals on, the next episode will be installing the terminals on how to know where each wire goes and the finished product once we get the terminals in the fuse box installed. So like, share, and subscribe, and then I'll see you next time. Thanks.